Holy shit! Is it 1988 again? I wish. 2021 sucks ass. It's been a hot minute since I've seen one of these bad boys. So I've decided to pack up my samurai sword, jump in my DeLorean, and travel back in time to NES platformers. It's Cyber Shadow. Honestly, this is one of my early Game of the Year contenders. I had an absolute blast with this nostalgia trip. As previously stated, this is an old school action platformer with a lot of inspiration from the likes of Ninja Gaiden and Mega Man, but also learns some lessons from its modern contemporaries, such as Shovel Knight and Celeste. The controls aren't perfect, and we'll get into that a little later, but overall they're very responsive, with a host of weapons and powers that make the most of the controller layout. I really felt like I could use abilities quickly and on the fly without any kind of pause. I could jump to a moving platform, throw fireballs upwards, jump and deflect an incoming projectile, kill the enemy with that projectile, and then land back on the platform with a full charge swing just in time to break a wall. In fact, it felt like there was almost a sort of synergy with the platforming that just made it all work. The game just feels good to play. And thank God, because those mechanics help justify the difficulty. It's not the hardest game, but it will definitely make you break a sweat. Some of these bosses took double-digit attempts, but there was even a handful of platforming sections that really pissed me off. Couple this with some really shitty checkpoints, and yeah, you could get frustrated with this game. But overall, it was a net positive and overall healthy challenge. And after all, it wasn't as difficult as some of those old school NES classics. I mean, this game ain't no Silver Surfer, that's for damn sure. Some of you old school gamers know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now for my favorite part of this game, the music. It's like some weird techno-synth mechanical sound that I just adore. Throughout my playthrough, I was constantly bobbing my head to the soundtrack. The music is so good, it actually helped push me through some of the more frustrating areas. Listen to this shit! Early contender for best music. Along with the music, this game absolutely looks amazing. I mean, as long as you appreciate that 8-bit vibrancy. The bosses in particular have a great, real synthetic touch that enhances the whole overall aesthetic. Now, this game isn't without its problems, though. The largest being the story. I have no clue what the fuck this game is about. As far as I know, the Shadows, you, have been awakened to save a world that has been taken over or destroyed by robots, I think. You rescue members of your clan to learn new abilities and take back the world. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who cares? I'm here for the gameplay, and I'm dragging you along with me. Now, take my hand, and let's fix this game! Oh, by the way, let's give it a 8.5. I'm gonna be honest, there isn't a whole lot I'd change about the game. I mean, the controls are great, but I'm in desperate need of a duck. That's right, cyborg ninja that can shoot fireballs, ninja stars, mid-air dash, deflect projectiles, but for some reason that I cannot fathom, fuckface here can't think to duck? Dumbass. While we're at it, I could use a slide ability too. Those two mechanical changes could really enhance the mobility and make platforming feel more modern and smooth. The last issue with the gameplay is the knockback. When anything touches you, you go flying back and die. I know old school NES games had this, but it fucks so many of my runs. I think these tiny tweaks to the gameplay would really make this game a little more inviting to new players. Now, the story. It clearly needs changing since I remember shit all about what happened, but I'm not sure how to help make it more memorable. The story is told through text boxes and basic old school animations, but I don't think that was my issue. And that actually tickles my nostalgia balls, honestly, so I like the way the story is told. Maybe it's just not the most memorable overall. Maybe just a little too basic. I actually read an article stating the developer only used a quarter of the developed lore, so perhaps I can chalk that up to unproven developer. Maybe a sequel can help develop the Cyber Shadow world. If so, sign me up.